Hello, average engineers. Today I'm going to talk about something I can't help about it. You're probably tired of hearing about AI, but I'm going to put in my 2 cents. The title of this, AI Code Revolution. Do you embrace or deny the AI from a software development standpoint? What do you do? What we're going to talk about today is the intersection of AI and code. Software developers, what should we do with all this AI hype? You've got people and talking heads all over YouTube, all over LinkedIn, everywhere. They're either using it and they love it every single day, or they hate it and say you should never use it. I don't know, it's confusing, it's here to stay. What are you going to do? I'm going to say something here. I think you have 3 choices. I mean, this is a little bit of a broad stroke, but as someone who writes software when it comes to the AI code revolution, what are you going to do? I think you have 3 options. You can either embrace AI in totality for everything software development related, so let it rip, baby, let it do everything for you. You're going to drink the Kool-Aid. A lot of people totally reject AI. You see that a lot. You got some people that hate it, and they say, I'm not going to use it for a single anything. I'm never going to touch this stuff. And then you've got the people in the middle, maybe who are trying to find a happy medium, so they want to use it, but they don't want it to hurt them, so you're just going to try to walk the line like Johnny Cash right down the middle. What should you do? Should you embrace it, deny it, or take the middle road? I think it depends who you are. I mean, don't you hate when people say that it depends, but I think it really does. Should you ignore AI and never use it? I think it depends. Should you use it every day for everything? It depends. I don't think the following things I'm going to say are controversial at all, and I don't think they're rocket science. So if you're a junior or new dev whose skills will be greatly stunted if you use AI and embrace it in totality, this is probably a bad thing. So if you embrace AI totally and you are a dev who is fairly new, you're a junior engineer, maybe you haven't reached senior plus level yet, basically I think it's probably going to hurt you a little bit. Mid-level devs can fall either way, it depends on their personality, but if you're kind of new and you embrace AI, I think you're taking a little bit of a risk. When it comes to mid-level devs, say you're mid-level midway in your career, maybe you're sort of on the edge of senior, you're not really a junior anymore, I think it depends on your personality. You know, if you're kind of in the middle and the path to degradation of skills lays on one side and wisely using AI to increase your capacity, impact, delivery, and understanding, you know, it really depends on kind of where you at in that happy medium. You can fall off onto either one of those. Obviously, you should try to go to the right side and use AI to help increase your capacity and what you can deliver on a daily basis, while not basically offloading your brain and stopping to learn. Honestly, if you're senior devs, they are probably most likely to benefit from AI in their journey, and this is sad. The juniors and the mid-levels are going to easily be hurt. The senior devs plus staff, etc., basically they're already firm in the habits of non-technical coding skills. That's how they got to senior plus level. Then if they're using AI, they're using it simply as another tool in their already large belt that enables a multiplication of power of delivering value for them. So they're probably going to go right down the middle. They're neither going to embrace it in totality, nor are they going to reject it. They're going to take the middle road, and they're probably going to be the ones that get the most out of AI, honestly. I mean, we have to be truthful here. If the landscape has fundamentally shifted under our feet in regards to AI code generation, which it has, does it really matter if your knowledge and growth is stunted by AI too much? I think that's a question we should be asking, and I think I know the answer, but I'm not totally sure. If AI can write much of your code, either good or bad, simply, because some days you write good or bad code too, so if it can write all of your code, and the world collectively decides that they're going to go down that path, companies are just going to embrace it, do you really want to chain yourself into the ways of not, at least using AI a little bit? That might be a mistake in the long run. I simply don't see the AI generating code thing. I don't think it's going to go away. It's going to be here. So I don't think you should totally reject it. I think you should learn to use it as a force multiplier, because other people are going to, and if you don't, you will get behind. I think in your working lifetime, things are going to shift, but probably it's going to take longer than you think. I think the folk in the middle to the end of their careers have less to worry about than those who are brand new. If you're like in the middle of your career and are considered senior level, maybe plus, and you're kind of mid-career, you have the benefit of either choosing to embrace AI or not, and you'll probably be fine. The downside of making the wrong choice will be less pronounced, probably. Many current senior plus devs that have the opportunity to use AI for their benefit, they're using AI to increase their production, their value, while still learning, have personal growth, and keeping the downsides from relying on AI too much. I mean, what do I mean by all this? I think about it. AI is here to stay. The longer it is here, the more it will impact the overall day-to-day work of software development, and that's probably not going to change. So what should you do personally? Should you embrace AI or for all your software creation? It depends where you are in your journey right now. If you look at this timeline, if you're towards the middle end of your career that I left, there's not much time left in your career, so it probably is less important for you if you choose to reject or embrace it. If you embrace it, yeah, you'll probably grow a little bit more. If you totally reject it, yeah, you're probably not going to have too many downsides because there's not that much left of your career. And even though AI seems like it's moving fast, I still think that companies and people are stuck in their way, and it's going to take another decade before it all shakes out. But let's say you're in the early to mid part of your career, there's a larger time horizon. So, actually what you choose to do is going to make a bigger of a difference because there's more time horizon left for a mistake. If that's what you make the wrong decision for you to become obsolete. There are a lot of senior plus engineers who reject AI. They're all over online talking about it, and I think they have the luxury to do so. Take that advice at your own risk, so they're not you. In the long term, AI is here to stay, so I don't think that's the right choice, but, people in the senior plus who only have, a decade left of writing software, the downside for them of taking that standpoint is very little. There's also a ton of senior plus engineers who use AI wisely to extend their reach, their knowledge, and their ability to deliver more value. They'll continue to grow and extend their reach and be promoted higher and higher. There's always going to be that set of junior and mid-level engineers who rely on AI way too much. They're never going to master the fundamentals. They'll become script kiddies, and they'll never gain experience to build large and lead large projects, and that's key. They'll become servants of AI, and they'll really be, AI can generate anything for them, but it'll show. They're not going to be able to go to those senior plus staff levels and even be a senior engineer because they're simply not going to have the context. They're not going to have built large systems by themselves, run large projects. That's just, if they rely on AI too much, they're never going to gain that experience, and other people will take those spots. Hopefully, there's probably a bunch of junior and mid-level engineers who are going to use AI wisely. They'll take that middle approach. Much like their senior counterparts, they want to extend the value that they can deliver. They'll hopefully use AI to move quicker, to learn quicker, to let it do boilerplate code for them while still keeping a curious and learning mindset, and they'll probably do really, really well. I encourage you to tread your AI path forward very carefully and intentionally. Don't just take other people's word for it. Think about where you're at in your career, if you're at the beginning or the end. Be critical towards yourself on your daily usage of AI. Is it leading you down a path that leads toward your long-term goals? Have you started learning? Have you stopped learning like you should? Are you not learning new things? Are you relying on it too much? Do you feel stupider? Then, maybe use it a little less. Don't forget to learn and grow skills yourself. Or do you find yourself totally rejecting it? That's probably not a good idea either. You should probably dip your toes and see how AI can help you move quicker. Again, never think it's okay not to understand fundamentals and give the fundamentals all the way to AI. You need to learn the basics or you'll never be any good at anything, and that applies to anything in life, including coding. Don't stop learning and growing technically. Learn new technologies, learn how to write Rust, learn how to write Go. Sure, AI can shorten that trajectory of learning, but you need to learn. And remember, non-coding skills are going to be more important now than ever. Now that AI can write code just as good as you need to be good at soft skills. AI is here to stay. It's not leaving. Use it to your advantage. Be a human. If you're just starting your career, be more nuanced in how you approach AI. Be careful. If you're seasoned, you probably have the flexibility to wing it if you want.